The Xiaomi Redmi 3 and Xiaomi Redmi 3S are already quite popular and successful in the sub 10,000 budget here in India. However, soon their successors would get launched here too. My name is Sid and in this video I prepare you for the future. I tell you in advance how Xiaomi Redmi 3 and Redmi 3S would fare up against Xiaomi Redmi 4 and 4A, which are going to get launched in India soon. Now do remember that these phones which I am talking about have already been ousted in China since 2016. So it does make sense for me to compare them based on their specifications. Now the first thing you need to understand is that the Xiaomi Redmi 4A is going to be a much cheaper device. Hence it won't pack all the goodies. For instance, it does not pack in a fingerprint scanner. Having said that, let's start by talking about the phone's designs. Now I haven't used the phones, so I won't be talking about the feel. But the looks have changed a bit on the Xiaomi Redmi 4. Firstly, it is now a bit heavier. And secondly, it now packs in a 2.5D curved glass, which make it a bit distinct from its predecessor. The Xiaomi Redmi 4A again does not receive this treatment. But talking about the other specifications on board, I'm a bit surprised. The cameras remain the same. The storage and RAM have not been changed, which means you still have a 2GB RAM variant with 16GB of storage on board. Even the display remains the same, which means you still have a 5-inch HD resolution. But the biggest bummer for me is the processor. Redmi 4 gives you the same processor, Snapdragon 430, as the predecessor offered you. And while the Xiaomi Redmi 4A gives you a Snapdragon 425 CPU on board, that is not a bad thing. And here's why. The Chinese pricing of this phone is 499 yuan, which if converted into Indian rupees is under 5,000. And that makes this phone very disruptive in nature in my opinion. So even though you don't get a fingerprint scanner, the battery life is comparatively less on this phone, even the processing is inferior, the sheer pricing on the smartphone is killer. But the Xiaomi Redmi 4 on the other hand fails to impress me. There is not even a single spec that has received an upgrade which is incremental in nature. Moreover, the Chinese pricing is similar, so no grace marks here as well. Having said that, however, Xiaomi in the past has shown us that it can surprise the Indian audience by modifying their smartphones before launching them in this country. So maybe, just maybe, if they decide to upgrade a processor, if they decide to change some spec or give some extra features, this might not just be that bad a deal. But for here and now, based on this information, I'm only looking forward to Xiaomi Redmi 4A's launch. Now, you might not have been able to keep a track of all the specifications since this video had a lot of my opinions inside. So to solve that problem, I'll now show you a spec sheet on your screen where you can compare these phones with Xiaomi Redmi 3 and 3S. But before I show that to you, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, do not forget to like this video and do not forget to share this video with your friends. But more importantly, do not forget to come back and see more of me. I'm Sid. Ciao.